These laws were abrogated. And then the state was dismantled. It was reduced in rank, it was downgraded. The state being converted into a union territory. Has it ever happened before in the history of the country? Why I say that we are being subjected to weird experimentations? Because it has never happened in the history of the country that a state has ever been downgraded to the level of a union territory. We have been seeing UTs being upgraded as states, but no state has ever been downgraded to the level of a union territory. And see how is it happening. See the procedure adopted by the government, by the BJP government. They impose governor's rule, and then they take the advice of the governor, who's their own man, to downgrade that state into a union territory. How strange that the very existence of a state became the subject matter of central BJP's discretion. That we can behead you whenever we like. Jammu and Kashmir, which was called the crown of India, has been beheaded. I said, we appreciate what you are doing. Why? We said, you are doing your job. But what are we people doing? We, the social and political organizations. We have been robbed of our statehood status. We have been deprived of our fundamental rights. Why elections not been held in Jammu and Kashmir for the last 5 years? It was in 2018 that assembly was first suspended and then it was dissolved. Why is it that we are bereft of a democratic government in Jammu and Kashmir? Are we not like other states of the country or union territories of the country? BJP said that now Jammu and Kashmir is as much a state of the Indian Union as any other state or UT. There are why double standards? Why is it? Who has the reply for it when I question that why elections are not being held in Jammu and Kashmir? The Constitution says elections have to be periodically held. The Supreme Court says that elections need to be held periodically. And it says, there are judgments when the Supreme Court says that whenever assemblies are prematurely dissolved, please welcome Ayub. The Supreme Court says, whenever assemblies are prematurely dissolved, elections need to be held within a period of 6 months. But there are no takers for it. Nobody is prepared to accept this basic principle of law. This is the kind of government that we are having. They want to crush everybody. You cannot speak today. You cannot express your democratic rights of freedom of speech and expression today. You have been deprived of your right to have an elected government in Jammu and Kashmir. And still, we are silent. We, the social and political organizations, which needed to have risen to the occasion and accepted this challenge, that why our state has been demoted. One of the leaders said, I remember, that demotion of a state is like demoting an SP to a level of a constable and making a DC as a patwari. But he also made a statement only. What did he do to restore the status of that DC? That's the pertinent question. And these seminars and debates would be meaningful if we all unite and raise our voice against the injustices that have been perpetrated against us. This is my humble request to everybody, that we need to unite and we need to raise our voice so that people of Jammu could be assured of their rights which have been bestowed upon them under the Constitution of India and which has been made applicable now to the state of, to the UT of Jammu. Unfortunately, the UT of Jammu and Kashmir, I think, Mr. Shah, yeah, this is a very good initiative, as I said earlier as well, and hope that something productive comes out of this meeting. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed.